right, in our previous tutorial, we had run a DFM DRC check and also ran a netlist comparison. And what happened during that time is that I did notice that there were several, I guess if you want to say during the edits, the netlist compare should have came up with at least some shorts or opens or something to tell me that that there was a problem. However, what it did is mention that there was a lot of missing pads where there's no copper, or it said there was missing nets. So the first thing that makes me think is that the netlist itself is not aligned with the Gerber files. And many times what will happen is a CAD vendor will output their netlist using different coordinates than the actual Gerber files themselves. So netlist comparison is actually useless unless everything's lined up. In this case, however, it was our fault because or part of my fault, during the tutorial, I changed the origin of the board just because I wanted to align it up, with the grid for editing. But this is actually a good thing to happen here because it lets you see that things can occur and how to correct it moving forward. So all I need to do right now is align the netlist information, which is all these test points right here, back to my board. Because you see here is a whole bunch of errors. Obviously those are not all correct. And again, missing copper, missing external nets, everything else of that nature. So I'm just going to close that for right now. Fortunately, FAB 3000 does have a tool to allow you to align to move the external nets. The first thing I like to do, what helps me out, is find a major pad, either like a tooling hole or just something that I can go ahead and base my netlist comparison with. So, or pardon me, be able to switch the origins. So what I'll go ahead and do here is I'll select the setup. I'll set the origin and just follow along, and you'll see what I'm trying to accomplish here. I'm going to put the snap just to center plus n, which means anything the center of or the end of it will snap to. So it snaps right to the center. That's my 0, 0. Okay. So what I'm going to do now is locate that similar point here on the net, on the external nets, which is this right here. Now in FAB 3000, the nets aren't actually a real object. They're more just visible things for you to kind of look at here. So what I can do is take this point right here, which is at 17.0743, and again, it doesn't have to be specifically right on the money because these are just test points, especially for when you're doing a net compare check. It just has to be right in the vicinity. So I'll choose 13.088, which is in inches at the moment. And then I'll go to the command here under the view menu, external nets, and I'll select offset. And basically right here I can choose the offset coordinates. That's why you heard me mentioning those numbers. 0.074, and then we'll go 13.088, and I make sure to do negative because it was up in the top right corner. I do this, hit zoom all, and there we go. All my test points are lined up now with the pads. So now we run a net compare, we should get a lot better results. But just for the heck of it, I'm going to go ahead and extract my net and netlist. So we'll go to the tools menu, nets, netlist extraction. Yes, I'm going to replace those existing nets, and this is just because it's a precaution, just to make sure that everything's fine with me. You can either have single point nets or not have single point nets. Doesn't really matter. I guess I can choose to check it, but it doesn't really matter. So I'll click next. At this point, FAB 3000 is going to go ahead and extract the netlist again from those Gerber files. And it's always good practice after any type of editing just to run the netlist extraction. It's really quick. So it took 8 seconds. All right. So now I can go ahead and run a netlist comparison. And what netlist comparison will do is actually look for all these different things. A lot of times you'll find that with missing copper locations or missing external nets, either the netlist has single, there might be miscoordination or other things that may not be as critical, so people may choose to uncheck these, but I'll have them all on. And so what it does is now it's found that short from the editing. So now I feel much better. So I click finish. It tells me that, let's go ahead and select my net short. It tells me that the CamNet 143 differs. So what I can do now is, what's real nice, is zoom in because I see the little markers placed right here. It says CamNet 143. So let me go ahead and highlight that net. And then I can see where the two collided. Thank you.